guys, it is Courtney. Welcome back to Poppy and Gray. If you are new here, then thanks for stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back to see what I'm talking about today. So I thought that I would kind of do like a mid-year planner situation. And kind of ramble a little bit about what I am using. And honestly, I have used so much stuff this year that I don't even remember what I started out with. I know I started out with a Jubin Techo, and that's kind of it. Like, I don't really remember. And I probably, some of why I don't remember is that I've blocked it out because there's a lot of and I don't think I'm the only one, but I feel like there's a lot of guilt associated with moving out of a planner system because you invest so much time and money and energy into, setting up a system, and then, a month later, you want to move on to something else. So I am kind of allowing myself to do that. Part of why I enjoy planning is because I like to try new things. And it also, brings me a great deal of, joy setting up a new system and trying a new system and trying out new things. And yeah, so you guys know that I have been using my weeks since I got it in the spring. It was an April start. So I did a little bit of back planning when I first got it. But I have really been using it since I got it. And then this was the last video that I filmed for it. And then this is the current week. So yeah, I am using it, and I didn't really talk too much about my setup. I've basically been using this as my on-the-go planner. There's like a pocket in the front that's like this, and I have just like my cards that I carry with me every day, and my driver's license, and then, if I need cash or have cash, I will just tuck it into here, and it's not a fancy cover. It's just the plastic cover on cover, and it is working out fine for me. The back, I had intended to use it kind of like a little dashboard for the month, but that didn't really work out. So I've just been using it like as my collections thing. So yeah, and that's been working. So in conjunction with this, I had been using a B6 Stayology, and I don't have the one that I moved out of, but basically I have been using this apparently since January as well. So this is my first quarter book, so I had done a little bit of memory keeping, but it was just like, daily pages, journaling, whatever I wanted to put in it. Yeah, that sort of thing. So I had one for quarter two, January through March, and then I just moved out of the quarter two one, which was April, May, and June. And instead of getting another B6 for the third quarter, I moved back into my standard. So if you have been watching me for a while, the last, probably the last like tail end of last year, I used a standard, and I really fell in love with the size. I'm not sure why I moved out of it in January, than other maybe feeling like I needed to try something new. But I also love that you get this chunky book with astrology. And I think that's why I moved out of my standard, because I was using basically like a book a month. And I felt like that was too much. Like, these are my ones from last year. So I had one for September, October, November, and December. And I did not want to have 12 notebooks. So that was my reasoning for moving out. Even though I loved using this size. So what I discovered was I could cut down an A5 notebook to a standard size. You don't have to take anything off the height. You just take some off of the side. So I bought an A5 Stology, but this is the half year, which only comes in the A5 size, because I thought this would be too much of a chunk for the standard size. Like, I did not want the profile to be that big. I don't know though, because I do like kind of the heft of this. So yeah, I cut down an A5 to fit my standard, and I am just using it like I used to, which I tipped in, I just laminated this, like light is my word of the year, and I laminated it and tipped it in, and then I'm doing a key, so I have my months set up until the end of the year, even though I don't know if I'm going to stay in here. And then I set up a health and wellness log. So I have where I can write down a little note every day of the week if I'm sick, or whether it be physically, or if I'm, having some kind of like emotional distress. I can write it down here. I made a habit tracker, and I track my, I track my anxiety and depression every day, and then my skincare routine, just because for me, like, not taking care of myself can be symptomatic of me like going into a depressive kind of cycle. And then my meds. I was going to track no soda, but then I realized that I didn't have enough space, and I really need to track if I'm taking my meds or not. So that is that. I am going to put a photo here every month to kind of track my progress in a more tangible way. And then I just have a monthly for workouts with my key. As you can see, it is like the 9th, and I haven't worked out at all this month, so it is what it is. And then I just have a week on one page, and then I kind of had a few like to-do lists. I needed to remember that my husband was home last week on PTO, and then I just went into my days, and I really, really like that. And then kind of this is this week. I think there's a little bit of like personal stuff, so whatever. But yeah, once again, week on one page, kind of going right into my days, and I have really enjoyed like using some of my stickers just to kind of decorate. And then I have sort of where I think the weeks are going to end up. I don't really need a full day. Well, I don't think that I need a full day per page in the summer, just because I don't have as much free time, because Rowan is home with me all day, but I have marked with Post-its where I think like the next weeks are going to be, or other stuff that I want to make sure that I get in here at some point. And then in the back I just taped in the measurements of like all of my calendars in case I want to do more. I did add just a blank, or not a blank, but a rule aligned, gee, words are hard today, aligned notebook just to make notes. And then this is a meal planner from Paper and Cats that I had from the last time I was in a standard that I have in here. So, and if I'm being completely honest, like I could do everything in this one book that I am doing right now, and I don't really need this. I may end up transitioning this into like my blog and YouTube stuff, because I have another cover coming that's a Foxy Fix that has pockets, so I can put like my ID and my cards and stuff in there and carry it as my wallet. And honestly, I can tuck this in here and get the string around and carry it all if I need to, which is totally fine. So this is basically what I am using. And then I am still using my A5 Cousin. This is basically my, just like my memory planner. So I go back, or not go back, but I sort of do this plan as I go. So this is like an accurate reflection of what has happened. And I've been using just like Happy Planner stickers I already have in here. And then I do need to like catch up on my journaling stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am with that. So that's really all that I'm using right now, and I am totally fine with that. I actually can't wait to get my other cover in and get everything like set up the way that I want it. I will probably do like a full proper setup video when that happens, but yeah, I just wanted to pop in and kind of chat about that. I'm technically not doing One Book July, but I am reading the bullet journal method by writer Carol, which is kind of the challenge that they added to One Book July this year to see if it gives me any insight into planning. I feel like this time of year I always get like overwhelmed with stuff. And I just don't want to do anything, and I'm trying to keep myself out of that headspace, as it were. So yeah, this is what I am using right now. Leave me a comment down below if you are still in your same planner. Thumbs up to you, because that is something I aspire to do next year. Like as much as I like trying new things, it really kind of also gives me some kind of anxiety where like I'm like, oh my God, it's too much money. Oh my God, I don't want to move all of my stuff. So next year, I'm already thinking about next year right now and like what I want to do. So I'm hoping this like standard cut down gives me like what I think I need. So I'm sure I'll come back on and talk about it. But yeah, if you have changed your system, also leave me a comment down below and let me know what you've swapped out and what you're using now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more, be sure to click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.